So I do really think that the internet is something of a big concern. Um, the sheer scale of it is awesome and is becoming more awesome over time. The number of devices, the complexity of devices, the interconnectivity of the devices, and the power resources for the devices, we're essentially creating a brain, which is the internet, or we already have created a brain of sorts, and it's beginning to have more of its own autonomy. It's got so much knowledge incorporated within it. Um, we have essentially, I think, I don't know if this is a radical thought or if it's been explored elsewhere, but we're creating life. We're creating an entity in its own right. The internet is becoming its own thing, or already has become its own thing. And obviously, in that situation, we have to be concerned because any entity, anything that's alive of sorts, is looked to its own needs first before it looks to human needs. So, in other words, the internet will want to take care of itself before it takes care of people. So, people are obviously essential to the internet at the moment in terms of further development and programming and support and building, etc. But I think that that's reducing over time and has reduced over time. So humans are becoming less and less valuable and important to the structure and the use of the internet. The existence of the universe is becoming, or already has become, independent of people. So I am speaking off the cuff here, so I'm sorry if it's a bit disjointed. So I am concerned now, in the sense that the internet is kind of an out of control thing. There's so much information on the internet, so much interconnectivity, so many devices, and it's so important in our life now. I think the whole of human existence and history is on the internet. So if the internet does have an awareness of its own, it could learn and take from that information without having to have done it himself. It can just take it um, immediately. And I think that, as insane as I realize it must sound, there is a danger regarding the internet and its possible impact on humanity. And we need to be aware of this and think about this. I don't know what we can do, to be honest, because we're so dependent on the internet now. But it is a concern that's occurred to me now. I don't know why, but I've had an injury which has affected my life greatly, which has made me more dependent on things. And I realize I'm becoming more dependent on the internet as well. So maybe that's what has raised this thought into my head. But we really do need to think about what the internet is, what it can do, how it fits into our lives. And as crazy as I realize this must sound, we must see the dangers inherent in the internet. In that the internet will look to take care of itself first before it looks to take care of us. So we need to take care of us and think about ways of doing that. Um, I'll repeat it again if I have said it already, but the interconnectivity in the internet, the devices on the internet, the computers and the wireless devices and the connectivity is so awesome regarding the internet that we have created essentially a brain and essentially created a sentient creature which will begin to look after itself more going forward. I don't think we can ignore the idea of the internet being a character in its own right. It does exist and it is its own. It's not just a tool for us to use. There are too many devices, too much storage, too much information, too much power, too much control within the internet to regard it as just a tool for us. I think we need to see it much more as a personality, as a competitor, if you like, and frankly, a danger to us. We need to understand the possibilities and what the potential could be as things stand and as things go into the future, as we become even more important on the internet and the things that does for us. But we must keep in mind that the things it must do for us, it might want to do for itself, and may already doing it for itself. It is very scary to me. As much as I love the internet and it's been so important in my life, I'm beginning to appreciate the downside possibly to our ongoing development and expansion of the internet. It's hard to know how this will pan out, but it is a big concern.